Welcome to the Quarantine Show, keeping you ill-informed of what's going on in and around Sarnia-Lambton. His favorite new hobby is meeting Karens by going against the arrows in the aisles. Here's Richard Head.
Well, it's an enjoyable pastime during the pandemic, and of course the Karens, they'll let you know who they are. As soon as you go the wrong way in any aisle, you'll know if there's a Karen in the store because she senses it. She'll be right there. Fun fact, majority of Karens, pretty single. I think you can guess why, and of course the ones that aren't, husbands are over there hiding with the managers, so that's how you can tell, right there. Richard Head, you can call me Dick. It's another edition of the Quarantine Show still to come. Apparently they tell me there's a cougar in Petrolia on the prowl. I'm not sure how that's much different from any night other than the fact that I think there's maybe one place to go right now in Petrolia, but we'll get to that in just a few. Nathan Colquhoun upset about a donation Blue Water Power made. That back during the Chris Hadfield Walk of Fame party. Talk about that in just a bit. And right off the top, going to start in the U.S. Couple of big things. The number one thing we have to get to, it'll be a game we're going to call Is Ghislaine Maxwell Still Alive? This week, the answer is, yeah, she's still alive. At least to the best of our knowledge, she is anyway. The other big story out of the U.S., coronavirus numbers still absolutely huge. It seems that no one has told the U.S. that they've already won the COVID Cup. They had been in the lead, I think, since back in March after they told Italy to hold their beer. Just in the last 3 days, the U.S. have reported 184,488 new cases. To put that into perspective, all of Canada had 108,093 cases. So the U.S. beat our national total in the last 3 days. And by the way, we're ranked 20th. It's much like the Olympics, right? Well outside of medal contention. Of course, with those COVID numbers on the rise, yeah, Disneyland's open. I'll let you guess which one. How about that? We won't tell you. I'm sure you'll get it right anyway, though. And as you can see from the current leaderboard here, the U.S. in the lead, Brazil the next closest, and they lead Brazil by 1.6 million cases, by the way. So that would mean that if the U.S. stopped getting new cases today, and Brazil, let's say they took 25,000 new cases per day, it would still take Brazil 63.6 days to catch up to the U.S.
All right, so this whole we're number one, call it a day, America.
Turning to local news, Sarnia's mayor has come out and told Blackburn News that he did not personally benefit from a $10,000 donation made by Blue Water Power to Chris Hadfield's Canada Walk of Fame celebration last August. It seems Councillor Nathan Colquhoun had filed a motion that was heard earlier today at Monday's meeting seeking clarification for Blue Water Power's financial statements. One of the items he raised is the Hadfield party donation that Colquhoun said was authorized to the mayor March 25th, 2020 as a part of his 2019 expense declaration. Now, sources close to the show have noted that not only was the donation not in the mayor's name, but we're also looking into whether it's a possibility that maybe Space Weed was involved, or maybe Nathan's just upset he just simply was not invited. It is also believed that there is a cougar on the prowl in Petrolia. Yes, that's right. Residents are asked to take special care in the area, especially men between the ages of 18 to 25. You're being asked to avoid the Krabby Joe's patio as well. It's a common hunting ground of the southwestern Ontario cougar. If avoiding the patio is not possible, it's important to keep yourself protected. The new owners of Petrolia's 125-year-old golf course celebrated a grand reopening with a ribbon-cutting ceremony on Thursday morning. Of course, Jenna Gorsman and husband Joe purchased the old Heritage Heights Golf Club earlier this year, rebranding it the Kingswell Glen Golf Club. It now marks the only thing in Lambton County that is older than Mayor Mike Bradley's run as mayor. It seems affordable housing towers are being eyed for Sarnia. A Toronto area company is asking Sarnia City Council this September to rezone commercial space on London Road to permit 9-story towers that could be used for student housing. Now, sources close to the show wonder just how affordable it will really be, as like on this ad on Daddy Market suggests, the only thing in Sarnia higher than the Tweakers is the rent. We would normally check in with sports. Unfortunately, sports guy's missing. Not really sure where he's gone to, but I do know one thing. Of course, a couple things, I guess. Spring training opening up with the baseball, and training going on with NHL as well. Of course, the qualifying round set to get underway, I think, late July, early August. Good news for Leaf fans. Austin Matthews recovered from the COVID. It marks the first time a Maple Leaf has beat anything after April in a very, very long time. So could be some good news there. That's going to do it for this edition of the Quarantine Show. And remember, it ain't a good show. It's a show.
I'm not wearing any pants.